Okay, please take a good look at these images. Here's image 1, image 2, and image 3. Now, please raise your hand if you recognize any or all of these images. Okay, I expect everyone's hands up. Okay, now, if you recognize these images, I regret to tell you that you may just be chronically online. I know. What does being chronically online even mean? Well, the Urban Dictionary defines being chronically online as someone who is always on the internet and whose entire existence is based on being on the internet. This brings me to my point of topic today. Chronically online, the power of social media and our perspectives. Good afternoon, students, teachers, and parents. My name is Clarissa, and I'm here to inform you that your hours of doom scrolling have quite literally shaped your identities. And I know it's been hours of doom scrolling because if you may recall quite a while back, I sent out a social media survey. In the end, I received 43 responses representing IGB secondary year groups. Here are the results. The average IGB student spends 5 to 6 hours on their devices every day. To the 2 people clocking in at 10 hours a day. Are you okay? The survey also showed that 80% of our screen time is spent on social media. After doing the math, that's 4 to 5 hours every single day. Compare that to the recommendation by the Canadian 24-Hour Movement Guidelines, which recommends that teenagers have a maximum of 3 hours of recreational screen time per day. So, from these stats, and I'm sure you also know from personal experience, social media has become ingrained into our generation's culture. We use it for, well, everything, from entertainment to keeping up with the latest news and stay in contact with our friends and families. But here's the main question. How does all of this exposure end up shaping our identities? Firstly, I'd like to talk about beauty standards. Have you ever looked at the influencers on your feed and thought, how is everyone so, perfect? People are either absolutely stunning or inhumanely jacked. In the survey, 20 of you agreed that social media affects your perception of beauty standards. These standards are often unattainable thanks to social media, thanks to plastic surgery, makeup, or, anything else. This has a subtle, the effect this can have on our self-esteem is subtle but significant. Research by the University of Florence showed that increased exposure to Instagram profiles of attractive people of the same gender lead to greater body dissatisfaction in women. We scroll, we compare, and we feel less than, all because of these unrealistic standards. Next, attention spans. Have you noticed that focusing on anything for more than 10 minutes now feels like a challenge? Books, long videos, homework. It all feels harder to stick with, and you're not imagining it. According to Dr. Gloria Mark, a professor of informatics who studies attention spans, the average attention span on a screen has decreased by 103 seconds between the years 2004 and 2023. Why, you may ask? 2 words. Social media. Short-form content and algorithms have trained us to crave instant gratification. It's as if anything longer than a 7-second clip just doesn't stand a chance anymore. Now, just imagine how much longer but meaningful content we lose out on, such as this speech perhaps, inevitably shaping the way we interact with and learn about the world around us. Lastly, humor. Okay, so what's so inherently funny about a Smurf with a cat face or a toilet with a guy in it? Well, who knows, but the rise of such brain rot humor in recent years and its effects on us are undeniable. Phrases like looksmaxing, alpha, beta, sigma, etc. have snaked their way into our everyday lingo. For example, Miss Wenzel says that she can barely get through a 6th grade class without hearing the word skibbity. But here's the main question. How does all of this exposure end up shaping our identities? Now, social media has its benefits, but it's crucial to recognize its powers of addiction and its role in shaping our everyday lives. In shaping our everyday lives. Now, I'm not saying you have to get rid of social media entirely, but I'm just asking for all of us to be a bit more mindful and conscious of how we use it. Or else, we could end up letting it dominate all our time and personalities without even realizing it. Now, imagine, instead of doom scrolling for hours on end, consuming mindless content, consider the alternatives. We could hang out with our friends, make actual human eye contact, or touch grass, but it's up to you. So what can we do? Well, there are many ways to take back control of your social media use. For example, you could set app timers, screen time goals, disable notifications, or find a new hobby. In the end, it's up to you to find a solution that best fits your needs and situation. Before I end this talk, I'd like to leave you all with one final thought. Ask yourself, is social media adding value to my life? Or is it taking more than it gives? Because at the end of the day, you decide who you are, not what's on your screen. Thank you.